Hey, I'm Ted from Inergy. Welcome to my home. We built a little Inergy test lab in my garage here, and I want to go through the differences between the Kodiak and the Apex because we've been getting a lot of questions about that. And I'm just going to go through point by point what the differences are, what the upgrades are here, and I'll try to do it quickly so you don't get bored. So the first thing we did was we upgraded the BMS, the battery management system. So with the Apex, that means you're going to get more consistent power output, especially at heavy loads. So the second thing we did was we upgraded the airflow in here. We've got an extra vent here and a vent here that's a lot bigger than what we had on the Kodiak. Still great, still works really well, but what that means is the Apex is going to last longer under heavy loads. Every component, because you're getting it cooled better, every component inside the box is going to have a longer lifespan. So this is a big one. The Kodiak has a PWM charge controller. The charge controller regulates the power that's coming in to the batteries to charge. And we upgraded the Apex to an MPPT charge controller, which is more efficient. You can look at it this way. You can get the same or even faster charge times with the Apex while spending even less money on solar panels. It's just more efficient. The fourth thing we did was we upgraded the LCD screen. I'll just show you really quickly the difference. So on the Apex, now you have a state of charge indicator both in the percentage and in a visual gauge. It tells you here whether power is coming in or going out from your Apex. And it gives you an indicator here, 16 watts is the amount of power that's going out of the Apex, the net amount. If I plugged in a charging source, it would tell me the net effect of how much power is coming in and going out. So we've made it really easy to read. While I've got them here, I want to show you the next thing. We upgraded the 4 USB ports that you had on the Kodiak. We upgraded them to 2 USB Qualcomm quick charge ports. These charge up to 6 times faster than the old USB-A. And then you've got 2 USB-C ports, which are also, if you want to charge with USB-C, they're much faster, much more efficient as well. This next one is really cool because yes, you can expand with lead acid or AGM batteries on your Kodiak. That's an awesome feature. You can still do that with the Apex, but the Apex also will work with lithium-ion expansion batteries, which Inergy is going to release very soon. Really cool. The batteries are the same chemistry and the same life cycles, 2,000 life cycles, up to 10 years. They are going to be awesome. The next thing is pretty cool too. On the Kodiak, you had this single function switch. You push the switch and it turns everything on, even the inverter, even though if you wanted to use only the DC side. Well, we replaced that with a 3-position switch. So you just have a lot of options. If you want to run the inverter, you run the inverter. But if you only want to pull DC power, you turn the switch into DC mode and it's only pulling what you need it to pull. It's a great way to conserve energy. So another cool upgrade is that the Apex no longer needs to be manually reset in case of a fault. It's got an auto reset function, takes care of it for you. All right, we've got one more thing to go through. You've been patient, thank you. We upgraded to an EC8 connector system. So what's the big deal about EC8? Well, EC8 connectors are rated to handle up to 6 times the maximum charge input that you could need with the system. That is good. It means it's engineered to reduce excess heat. It means that they're also keyed, so you can't put your system together wrong and cause damage to your Apex. They're also compact. They're made out of gold-plated brass, so they're very corrosion resistant. And if you're worried about weather resistance, our new EC8 connectors have both water resistant and UV-proof connection and protection systems that you can use. So if you want to do an outdoors install, no problem at all. One kind of a downside people are kind of worried about is that with the Kodiak you could use solar panels with MC4 connectors, and with the Apex I guess you can't. Except you can. We've got an MC4 adapter. So if you want to use your own solar panels, go ahead and do it. And that's it. That's all the upgrades from the Kodiak to the Apex. If you've got any questions, please give us a call. We're here.